Hello everyone. مدرسة الشهيد رامي الجنجيهي الرسمية المتميزة للغات مستقبل واحد Primary Stage English Course for 5th and 6th grade on Saturday at 5 p.m. by Mr. Ahmed Mahros under supervision Ms. Iman Azam and Mr. Sami Kaoud. And don't forget the Edmodo class ZSSTTN code. Today is the second lecture. We are in the second lecture and we are going to start with the vocabulary. To keep in your mind the vocabulary, should start first to repeat it. Please focus with my pronunciation and start to read a comprehension about it. After we finish the reading the vocabulary, we are going to read a comprehension about it. So here, vocabulary, repeat after me. Adventure, adventure, adventure. Approach, approach, approach. Carefully, carefully, carefully. Chemical, chemical. Create, create. Evil, evil. Experiment, experiment. Kill, kill. Laboratory, laboratory. Laugh, laugh. Loud, loud. Nervous, nervous. Noise, noise. Project, project. Scare, scare. Secret, secret. Shout, shout. Smell, smell. Terrible, terrible. Worse, worse. So here let's get started from the beginning. For the beginning of the word, let's translate them. And number one, adventure. Adventure, which means that is fun or exciting thing that you do. مغامرة. What about approach? Approach, which means that you close to it. You close. What's the meaning of close here? Close here, which means near. Near it. يقترب من. Carefully, carefully take care of. يعتني بها ويخلي باله means with a great attention, especially to detail or safety. Okay, what about the next? Chemical, 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 كيميائي, which is something that scientists use in chemistry. كيميائي أو مادة كيميائية. Create means to make something new. ينشئ أو ينشئ شيء جديد. Evil, شر, شيطان. Evil describes something or someone bad or cruel, not good. Experiment, تجربة. To test that you do to see what will happen. Kill, يقتل. Okay. Someone or something is to make them die. Make them die. Laboratory, معمل. A laboratory is a room where a scientist works. المكان اللي بيشتغل فيه العلماء. المعمل. Laugh, to make a sound voice that you are happy. Loud. If a sound is loud, it's strong. عالي. صوت عالي. Okay, nervous. عصبي. متضايق. Nervous. When a person is nervous, they think something bad will happen. Noise. ضوضاء. As an unpleasant sound. صوت عالي ومزعج. Project. مشروع. Project is a type of work that you do for school or a job. Scare. Scare someone is feel fear. Feel afraid. يشعر بالخوف. مرعب. Secret, سر. Something that you don't tell other people. Shout. To shout is to say something loudly. بصوت عالي. يصرخ أو يقول بصوت عالي. Smell. I use my nose to taste, to sense. So here you nose to sense it. Terrible. If something is terrible, it's very bad. Say worse. الأسوأ. So here let's start to choose the two things with each other. Number one, laboratory with experiment. Shout with laugh. Nervous with terrible. Loud with noise. So here nervous with scare. So here, what's the meaning of make new things? It's C here. CRE, which means create. Yes. What about exciting trip? Adventure. To get close. Approach. Think that other people don't know. Secret. Special job. Project. So here, these are the vocabulary. Now we are going to go to read about this vocabulary. Let's read about them. We have here a comprehension with the vocabulary. Let's read it carefully and please listen up. The laboratory. May's father had a laboratory, but she had no idea what was in it. Her dad always closed and locked the door when he went in. She knew that he used it to do projects for work. He never told May what these projects were. One night, May approached the door to the laboratory. She stopped and thought, I wonder what crazy experiment he's doing now. Suddenly she heard a loud noise. It sounded like an evil laugh. The noise scared her, so she walked quickly back to her room. The next night her friend Liz came to her house. When Liz arrived, May told her about the night before. Oh, it was terrible, she said. Why don't we see what is in there? Liz asked. It will be a fun adventure. May felt nervous about going into her father's laboratory, but she agreed. As always, the door was locked. They waited until May's father left the laboratory to eat dinner. It didn't lock the door. Liz said, let's go. The laboratory was dark. The girls walked down the stairs carefully. May smelled strange chemicals. What terrible thing was her father creating? Suddenly they heard an evil laugh. It was even worse than the one May heard the night before. What if a monster was going to kill them? May had to do something. She shouted for help. May's father ran into the room and turned on the lights. Oh no, she said, you must have learned my secret. Your monster tried to kill us, May said. Monster? He asked. You mean this? He had a Brady doll in his hands. The doll laughed. The laugh didn't sound so evil anymore. I made this for your birthday. I wanted to give it to you then, but you can have it now. I hope you like it. Now it's the time to repeat this. You should as a students to repeat reading. تقرأ الكلام ده تاني مرة واثنين وثلاثة وتشوف انت فهمت من السياق المعنى ولا لا بعد ما تحفظ الكلمات. Okay, so now we are going to see the grammar lessons. Okay, it's time for the grammar lesson. Today we are going to study the present simple tense or simple present tense. Both of them is right. And we are going to talk about the action that happened as a fact, as a habit. مضارع البسيط في الجرامر ليسون درس الجرامر. والنهارده هنتكلم عن درس المضارع البسيط عشان نوصل لمرحلة ان احنا نكتب او نتكلم عن الديلي روتين بتاعنا اللي هو الروتين اليومي او الروتين الاسبوعي. المضارع البسيط ان action happening eventually او eventually هنا بمعنى اني بعمله بالاكشن بتاعي او الحدث او الفعل بتاعي بيكون بشكل متكرر، بيكون عادة، habit، fact، حقيقة. the sun مثلا الشمس بتشرق من المشرق يبقى the sun rises from east. هنا rises هنا معناها something as a fact ما فيهوش كلام. She walks. This woman walks. The meaning of walks here is something happening eventually. It's a fact for her or habit. We can say she walks every day. So here the form of this tense, number one here, I walk, we walk. Number two, you walk or you walk, both of them right because we can talk for one person or more than one person. So here she, with she and he and it and singular we can put s. So here I can say she walks, he walks, it walks. So here we have I eat lunch every afternoon. When we use every in this tense, we are going to talk about the thing that's happening eventually as a fact. Max drives. Because we have Max is a singular, so Max, like he or she, we put is for Max. Okay? We get up. We get up every morning. So here I can say Kelly calls Mimi every weekend. So they call, Kelly calls Mimi every weekend. This is this action happening eventually every weekend. So here we have this thing as a habit, usual activity. عادات أو أنشطة بنعملها بشكل متكرر. So here we have a question. We watch or we watches? We watch. I can hear you. Number 2. He watch or he watches? He watches. Why? Because he is a singular. Next, we eat or we eats? We eat. Okay. Jara. Jara is a singular, like he or she takes. My friend. Ride or rides? We can say every day my friend is a singular, so he rides. That's great. So we are going to talk about the keywords of this tense. الكلمات الدالة. They always drink tea with lunch. So here we can say always, usually, often, sometimes, seldom, rarely, never. And this word is a frequency adverbs. Okay, so here if you do something every day with 100%, so you are going to talk about or using the always as a frequency adverbs. So here I can say I go to school every day, which means I always go to school. What about usually? It's between 90% and 99. If you go to school every day but one day you are absent, which means that I go to school, I usually go to school. What about often? It's between 79% to 90%, which means that you often. Mean often here, which means that you can do this action between 2 times from 5 times. Sometimes here it's the half time, between 25 to 75%. Seldom, nadiran, so something between 5 or 10. And rarely, they are the same. Seldom or rarely, they are the same. I think I know this. Rarely, which means that's maybe happen, maybe not. What about never? Never, 0%, which means that never is the opposite of all these things. أنا بروح المدرسة كل يوم، أنا ما بغيبش من المدرسة. I always go to school. I never absent to school. Okay, so here let's go to the next point. What about Talia space feeds her dog every day, which means always. What about Jara? Jara one day, seldom or rarely, both of them right. What about look? Yeah, look, do these things every day but one day not. We here have usually. Musad, I think we can say sometimes or often, both of them right. Next, she goes to the library once a week. And once a week, it's a word that can we use it in this present simple. So here we have once a week, twice a week, 5 times a week. I go to school 5 times a week. I go to the movie twice a month. This means that I go to school 1 time every week. I go to a movie twice a month. I go to a movie 2 times a month. A month. I go to the beach once a year, 1 time in a year. Okay, so here a day, a week, a month, a year. I feed my dog every morning. I ride my horse every week. I wash my car every year. So here every is singular, every week. I can't say every weeks. Okay, take care of this. Can you rearrange this sentence? Let's see. Yes. Lucy often reads at the library. What about the next? It rarely rains in desert. That's great. Gardu teaches math. So here we can talk about the S as a singular. So here S and ES. So here it's the spelling and this point related to the pronunciation. We are going to talk about it in next time, inshallah. Now we are going to talk about the negative in this tense. النفي في الزمن ده، ونخلي بالنا ان مع I will we, will you, with they we put do not. Okay, يبقى I can say I don't, we don't, you don't, they don't, or I do not, we do not, you do not, they do not. أما مع she, will he, will it بنحط does not. So I can say she does not, he does not, it does not. Okay, so here I don't, she doesn't. Do or does helping verbs, we put them to just omit this thing, omit s. If you do, if you put does, please omit s. So here you can say she doesn't drink. هنقول doesn't drink، لازم احذف الاس. Here I don't, so you can say do not or don't. Repeat after me. Do not, don't, do not, don't, do not, don't. That's great. She does not, she doesn't. She does not, she doesn't. She does not, she doesn't. Okay. What about this child? This child doesn't smile. We don't like snakes. Magda doesn't speak Dutch. Sometimes I don't feed my cat. My husband feeds her. She doesn't run fast at the gym. Okay, what about these? They are good cooks. They don't need help. What about the question? السؤال يا شباب. السؤال هنا بيبدأ ب does أو بدو. تعالوا نشوف. Does he exercise? So here I have do. I can say do I like? Do you like? Do we like? Do they like? Okay, does she like? Does he like? Does it like? Okay. ده بالنسبة للمضارع البسيط. أخلي بالي إن مع الآي والوي واليو والذي بحط do. تمام. زي ما أنا شايف هنا كده مع الآي. وفي ناس هتسألني تقول لي يا مستر هو في حد بيسأل بآي؟ يا شباب في سؤال بآي. هو مش ممكن أنت تسأل نفسك في يوم من الأيام هو أنا سبت الموبايل بتاعي فين؟ هو أنا أحب أكل ده ولا لأ؟ سؤال بس بيسموه سؤال نقدي، بفكر بس مش أكتر. Do I like salad؟ ممكن سؤال يعني أنت مستغرب. مثلا ماما عملت لك سلطة بتقول لك خد كل، هي عارفة إنك أنت ما بتاكلش السلطة، فتقول لها يا ماما هو أنا باكل السلطة؟ Do I like salad؟ هو سؤال بمعنى I. ف this is a question. Okay? So here do I و do you و do we و do they. أما does she و does he، ما ننساش اشيل الاس. does it. اوكي. بالنسبه للفيرب to be احنا ما بنستخدموش مع المضارع البسيط خالص، ما ينفعش اقول do you be. لا. do I like. اوكي. do you like ice cream؟ yes I do. no I don't. بالنسبه لل WH question we are talking here with the where أداة استفهام plus do plus subject they and live. لو هنا قال لي do they live in Baltimore where do they live؟ فهنا do plus live، لكن where plus do بنشيل الايه المكان لان بيسأل عن السؤال ب where which means question word. So here does Alexei live in Moscow؟ yes أو no. where هقول هنا اسم المكان in Cape Town. اوكي. فهنا هقول where plus do or does. اوكي. subject main verb اللي هو مثلا زي live and so on. okay. So here we are going to talk in this point about a question word, so you should omit the answer. Number one here does, so we have two answers, yes or no. What about in the bathroom؟ هنا بيسأل عن مكان. أول ما بيسأل عن مكان يبقى أقول where does he brush؟ فين المكان؟ يبقى in the bathroom. هنا does Lucy when what time؟ بتسأل عن التايم. وبكده نكون وصلنا لاخر جزئيه في المضارع البسيط، وهنتكلم دلوقتي عن الديلي روتين او الافعال اللي احنا بنستخدمها عشان نتكلم عن الديلي روتين. So every day I go to bed, I wake up, make my bed, brush my teeth or your teeth, take a bath, brush your hair, get dressed, make dinner, have a breakfast, drive to work, get home, go to school, surf the internet or surf the net, play with my friends, do the laundry, iron the clothes, hang the clothes, and don't say clothes. ما فيش حاجة اسمها clothes في الدنيا، اسمها clothes. Vacuum the floor, put on makeup, wash the car, water the plant, go for a walk, go out with a friend, play the guitar, take pictures, go shopping, exercise. كده نكون خلصنا جزء الجرامر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.